gonna lie, that was really cold. Hello, my loves. Hello. I know I'm looking at the opposite way, but look where I am. Look how beautiful it is. Ooh. I went to go do some hammocking by the Huron River in Michigan, and I've been here for what? It's like, I think it's the 7th or something. I've been here since the 2nd. I just can't stop going outside. And now that I'm in the car, all of a sudden it's so sunny. How rare, how strange. Came here to hammock and it was pouring rain as I was in the hammock, and it was not resistant. Here, I'm gonna put you guys here for a second. This hammock that I thought was perfect for hammocking in the rain is not. Gets water all the way through. I'm thinking now I can go, I see a little shelter in front. The shelter is over there. I'm gonna see if I can stay there and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Although I just kind of wanted to share my life. I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. I was in Montreal for 2 months just doing school online, trying to push the Moonzest business a little further. It's basically done. The website is 90% done, which is super exciting. Now it's just all the tiny details and we're ready to launch, which is huge and exciting. My life has been really good, and I really wanted to share how well I've been doing and tips and tricks that maybe can help you, because I've been really feeling that my frequency as a whole, my energy has been so much higher. Like, c'est ridicule, là. It's just, I always end up finding a way to be positive, and not necessarily in the way that like I cannot be sad, but I let myself be sad. It's just different ways of thinking that have made me so much happier in general. So I'm just gonna go to that little shelter and enjoy the sun a little longer. Ooh, looks pretty. Awesome, perfect spot. Ooh, it even has a skylight. It's so beautiful. Oh. I thought I would just stay here, but it looks so amazing. I'm just gonna go down the trails and talk. Look how amazing this is. Wow, the things you find randomly. And I'm not even sure if I locked my car. Oh well, oh well. There's nothing huge in there. Do you see that? The beauty of Ann Arbor, bruh. And we're right by the water too, right by the Huron Rivers. Yo, I'm so amazed. Look at this beauty. Wow. I've been feeling this calm state of being. Like, for real, I used to talk a lot. I'm talking a lot right now, but this is a little out of my comfort zone, to be honest, too. But I've been a lot quieter, like listening more than, and absorbing more than exerting. This is how you get here. Check this out. And you can even see there's a trail over there. We can chat here. I know there's gonna be a little bit of traffic noise, but I'm loving it here. I hope you guys can hear me actually. I hope it's not too loud. I've been elevating my frequency so well. I've been noticing that I'm a lot more of an introvert than I thought. So I've been spending a lot of time alone, but because I was moving back to, not moving, but traveling back to Michigan, I did see quite a few friends. And even then it felt draining. You can only get a certain amount of wholesome until you start feeling drained, and it's just more like a chore. Like, you have to go see friends, you have to go do this or that. It's things that normally would be wholesome, but because you are pressé, you're rushed to do them, it might feel less wholesome. At least that's the case for me. I've been listening to my energy so much more, listening to my intuition. I think it's helped me so much in the long run. I'm finding a lot of balance in my life. Although I still feel pretty lost. I think that we're all kind of lost in the sense of no one knows what the hell they're doing at the end of the day. We're just kind of following around certain rules or structures that we figured out, or things that seem right. There's a ridiculous amount of noise. I'm gonna move actually. I think the biggest thing I want to say though about balance and about where I am now in life, I truly believe that I have not mastered, but definitely achieved a certain level of detachment in life as a whole, to be in flow with life and just let it lead me and enjoy what I get or what I don't get. And at the end of the day, I used to be so hurt or sensitive or I felt punished if things didn't go my way, how I thought they were supposed to go. And like, I'm kind of iffy. I'm like, whatever, if something goes right or something goes wrong, it's just, I kind of expect that life will know what is right for me. Of course, if there's something that I really want, I'm going to go for it until I get it. Really stick to my intuition, and if I really feel that it's part of who I am, I'm gonna continue, but I'm not gonna force things anymore in life. Yeah, so I'm driving home now. I actually started a podcast with a friend recently. We've only done one episode. We were talking a little bit about this imposter syndrome. I think it goes a lot further than that, for me at least, where I feel like a fraud sometimes. I'm like just so confused about what's right or wrong, or if I'm truly good at something, or I'm just, I don't know, you know, sometimes that's just, might have several hats, several faces, several degrees, several whatever you want to call it. You can't be everything at once, but when we are good at so many things, you're gonna start faulting on one side or the other, and the other side is gonna get stronger. For example, if I speak 3 languages, which I do, and I only speak one of those languages for a whole week, and it gets so much stronger, then when I speak the other languages, they are much weaker, like they have a bigger accent in them, even if they're my native languages. Then it gives me existential crisis every single time. So it kind of makes me feel detached every time, and definitely like an imposter a lot of places I go, because I'm not truly one thing or the other. But it does make me feel like a shapeshifter, and I can adapt to things very quickly, which I think is it's a superpower, I would say. You will only get scared of time if you want to control it more. When you let it flow, when you understand truly the core of life. This can go in a deep rabbit hole. Going back to heightening my frequency, it's realizing that I just have to keep an abundant mindset. It's just something that you have to, it's not even difficult, it's just being consistent. And consistency has been an issue for me personally, because I'm always finding myself to be somewhat different every single day and questioning life every day. I'm in love with life. I'm in love with everything that's happening, the good, the bad. I'm grateful to feel, period, to feel in general. Life is spicy. Hi, baby girl. Love of my freaking life. Did you miss me? I think so, huh? You missed me, baby girl. You missed me. Oh. Hi. Mamita, quiero mucho.
Don't jump, it's not worth it.
It is Mother's Day today, and I spent a little bit of time with my family, well, most of the day actually, and I went for a walk with them, and I decided, you know, just maybe 5 minutes in, you know what, I feel like an introvert so bad right now. Like, not like I can just choose, but I was feeling a little emotionally drained with being around so many people. I felt like overwhelmed. I really don't know, but I was just feeling so much like I just need a retreat and I need to be just with myself again. So I've literally just locked myself in my room wearing my old, I bought this, I think I was in middle school, it's super old. You can see my old high school bed frame. Like, I feel like it's a blast from the past. At this point, I have sat down, I'm listening to Heinz. Honestly, he balances me out so much. I love listening to his voice, even just his voice, it's amazing. I have Marie, the love of my life right here. Oh, she sees her face. Do you recognize yourself, Mighty? I just wanted to show this because it's, I think, a huge part of my healing process. Not that like it'll ever end. As a human being, I think you'll always be finding tips and tricks to heal as an entity. You go through ups and downs, and there's never, you can never get to a certain point and just be like, I'm good, I'm so healthy, I don't need yoga, I don't need meditation, I don't need me time. No, you're always gonna have that. Just wanted to show this is real. This is how I handle it. I think I'm gonna get myself some tea as well. I want to do a little bit of work on the podcast that my friend and I had started, and a little bit of work on yoga stuff, because tomorrow I am working for like an app, a yoga app, and I just want to refresh my brain about meditations and make sure I come prepared. So I'm gonna do that. Like, I've gotten so used to being alone, not in a bad way, but just like I used to be so extroverted and trying to find things that made me happy exteriorly, and now I'm just so good on my own that sometimes being around people too often, just it's too much stimulus. I think that I'm an empath, so I feel just a lot, and like there's just too much noise, or I don't know, I just feel like hibernating at this point. So I'm out of my dermatology appointment now. As you can see, I just wanted to get this checked, and my acne's been really good. I honestly don't have very much acne right now. Turns out the whole reason I had so much acne was because of the birth control I was using, and I'm gonna have to get that out, which is painful as hell. But I would say that this is a huge reason why I'm more balanced. I feel like I was very insecure when I had so much acne. That is another thing I want to talk about, is loving yourself. When you're able to be happy and love yourself, accept yourself for who you are and wherever you are in life, you don't stress as much. You don't get acne as much. It's a peaceful way of life. You're not too high, you're not too low. You're right in between where you're supposed to be. And that's where we want to be at, you know? And that's where I've been at most of the time. I'm not too on the extremes too much. I'm just perfectly in line, and it feels amazing. Life is good. Life is good. I actually want to show you the front. It's a huge building. So first of all, look how American it is in the front. Lots of American flags. We have a buffalo statue right there. Another buffalo statue there. But look how beautiful. You see? The ceiling kind of shines down, and you see the plants, the sun. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so... My dog is actually a cow in disguise. He loves to eat grass. Let's go! Let's go, puppy! Once again, added with the grass. There's some exciting news for Moonzest. That is, I've almost finished the website for Moonzest. I'm really excited to show you guys. I hope that we can go out with it in a month or so. If you are watching this and you want to support me and Camellia, Moonzest as a whole, you can head over to my Instagram, the link tree, and then you can find Moonzest website under that, and just sign up, and you'll get to know firsthand when we officially launch. This is what you would see on my Instagram page here. And then you would just go to Linktree, and you can see Moonzest right there. Click on Moonzest, and you can just add in your email address, and you're Gucci. That's exciting news. I'm gonna get back to work.
If you want to reach out to me, I'm also happy to talk to you. You are finally starting to get back in touch with who you actually are. I know every one of us can identify with what it feels like to be your work, and you're just, that is an aspect of who you are, but it is not who you are. You are who you are, and I just want you to know that you are not alone, because and thank goodness for that you aren't alone. So always remember that, but just know that I am sending you so much love
Good morning. Today I ended up listening to a little podcast, not a podcast, but I was in the chat room of this app that I started using recently, and I wanted to sit down and talk about it because I clicked on this one room and just started listening in on their conversation about burnout as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as anybody in the corporate world. And it made me realize, yo, I think I'm burnt out. I think that's the reason I've been feeling all sorts of bizarre. They had some really interesting points that kind of go along with the reason I feel more balanced. Although, you know, I feel balanced, but at the same time I feel this weird, bizarre energy. And I was like, oh, I'm probably burnt out. That's what it is. I just really liked hearing them. I was hearing different stories about moms or dads that were feeling depleted emotionally or burnt out, and even people from their corporate jobs, and that was just really interesting to listen to. And for me to reach a higher frequency within myself, to feel more positivity, to feel more grounded, I needed to hear out other people that were going through the same thing, or at least talk about it with people. And I think that was a huge reason I got to where I am now. Even though I might feel a little emotionally depleted or energetically depleted, I am so much better. I have all the right tools in order to advance in my life and continue reaching higher and higher energies every time. You know what? I accept that this is me. And I think that's a huge thing, accepting where you are, to actually acknowledge what you're doing and where you're at is huge. To be able to move on and definitely able to enrich your life once you're able to kind of confront what you're actually going through. If you're going through something, it doesn't mean you're like not good enough. Like we're gonna be going through this all the time. I just want to find things that like chill me out. I just want to enjoy life more. I want life to go a little slower instead of having to like make it fast paced. I have a book beside me. I have a computer. I'm going to start editing this video actually. I think I'm going to work on the website a little more today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you later.